Good afternoon, everyone. The purpose of this video is to explain how to load and deploy the bumper line on Deforest Windsor Engine 2. This particular load is made up of 150 feet of 1 3/4 hose line tipped with a combination nozzle. It is loaded using a roll that is called the double donut roll. So as we're prepping to load the hose, we need to pay attention to a couple of things. Number one, our discharge is to our left perspective. And when we load the hose, we're going to be working from our left to our right. When we're laying the hose out, preparing it to be rolled up, we need to understand when we're looking at our connections, our couplings, the female is on our left and the male is on the right. We then take the hose and we lay it flat. There should be no twists at all in this hose line. When we come down to the end, we fold it over as such. Now that we have the hose laid out in half and we have them laying flat, we need to keep these two pieces together and start rolling it. All right? Take some practice to do it by yourself. It can be done, but sometimes it's best to have a partner, okay, that can walk ahead of you and keep those flat pieces of the hose together. Keep them together though here when you're rolling, and roll them forward. Try to make it as tight as possible. Again, as you're rolling, you got to kind of fix it a little bit, clean it up, roll it forward, and you should have two loads, separate loads together as a double donut roll. Understand then, once we have the hose loads put in, we need to put them in so that it feeds off the top, not from the bottom. Once you've got it inside the bin here, take your female connection, connect it to the discharge, and begin to connect your hoses. What you need to do here is you need to connect them together and make loops. If we don't have loops, we can't pull the hose correctly. Once the hose has been stowed, it should look just like this. All right? One critical note here is make sure that you have nice loops set up when you're connecting the hose loads together, because these coupling setups here in the middle Those are your markers where you need to put your hand through the loops when you're pulling them out. All right. Another thing to understand here too is that as you're pulling, okay, you may not always get all the hose out, which is why it's very important that the backup man on the line, when he is moving forward, stops by the hose load bin and the bumper here and makes certain that all the hose has been deployed out. If you're the backup person and you walk past the bin and there's hose in there, take what hose is left in there and pull it out, please. That being said, take your loops, put them back inside. Take your nozzle, stow it inside the bin. Take the webbing, pull it forward. Pull it tight. And that is how you load the bumper line for Deforest Windsor Engine 2. Again, if you have any questions, please refer to an officer or one of the full-timers.